Today's recipe, we're using chopped tomatoes, onions, garlic, scotch bonnet pepper, tomato puree, pasta all-rounder, which is a seasoning I like, oregano, Italian style seasoning, black pepper and salt, and beef mince, olive oil and lasagna sheets. To a hot pan, we're going to add our oil, onions, garlic, scotch bonnet pepper or chili, and give that a saute until it's nice and fragrant in the air. And then what I also like to do is season my oil, so I'm going to add all the seasonings to the oil so that it can infuse into the meat once I add it. Once the meat has browned off, we're going to add our tomatoes and season this sauce. So you want to add all your seasoning here at this point, and we're going to leave to simmer to cook slowly whilst we make our bechamel sauce. To make this white sauce, it's very easy. We're using butter, flour and a little bit of mozzarella. So to a hot pan, you're going to add your butter, we don't want it to burn, and then we're going to add some flour and whisk. You want to whisk until it forms some sort of, it's not a dough, but it kind of like clumps it together a little bit. And then we're going to add milk. Here I'm using oat milk, hence the colour, but feel free to use whatever milk you like until we get this texture right here. And then continue to add your milk. And then we're going to add a little bit of cheese so that we've got a nice creamy texture. Once that's done, we're going to lightly season. I use some garlic powder, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and some salt. You don't want to overpower it because our red sauce already has a little seasoning. And now what I do is, you can see I add a little bit of coconut milk because I just love the flavour of coconut, and I feel like it gives a lovely creamy texture as well. And now we're going to start layering. So I'm a sauce person first, so I layer first with the red sauce, and then I put the pasta sheets on top. Oh my gosh guys, I feel like I should tell you a story. The first time I ever made lasagna, the pasta was actually raw. It was raw. I don't know how that happened. Clearly, I don't know how that happened, but everything was raw. So I really come a long way, because this turns out absolutely great. So we're going to layer with some cheese, pasta sauce, white sauce, pasta, cheese. You get the drift. It goes on and on and on. And then we're going to season the top and then pop in the oven to cook. And then it comes out looking like this. Absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoyed this one. So this next recipe calls for tomato paste, scotch bonnet, unsalted butter, shallots and garlic, dairy-free cream, olive oil, Parmesan cheese, and our seasoning. We've got parsley, oregano, chili flakes, white pepper, Italian seasoning, black pepper, sweet smoked paprika, garlic granules, and smoked salt, not in that order. And then we've got our pasta water and our pasta. Now to a hot pan, you're going to add your olive oil, add a decent amount, and then we're going to saute, fry our shallots, garlic and scotch bonnet until it is fragrant. And then we're going to add our tomato paste and also fry. And then once that's done, we're going to go straight in and add our seasoning. This recipe does not take long to make, guys, hence why it's bish bash bosh and straight to the point. Now we're going to add our dairy-free cream. You can add normal cream, it's totally up to you. I just prefer to use dairy-free because I'm not trying to be in the toilet. And then we add our pasta water and a little bit of our shredded cheese and butter. Butter, because everything with butter is always better. It makes it nice and creamy. And then we're going to add our pasta. and give that a lovely swirl. As you can see, it's looking great, it smells great. And there you go guys, amazing. We're going straight in with this one. We're going to salt our hot water, add our spaghetti, add oil so it doesn't stick, and leave that to cook. And here I'm seasoning our wild shrimp with some sweet smoked paprika, smoked salt, and some salmon seasoning. And we're going to give that all a lovely, lovely mix. To a hot pan, we're going to add our oil and we're going to cook our shrimps. To that same pan that I've washed out, we're going to add a few blocks of butter. We don't want it to burn, so make sure you watch it. And then we're going to add our shallots and loads of garlic. This is a delicious garlic butter sauce. And then we're going to add some seasonings. Our cream, and leave everything to simmer. Now the main ingredient is our pasta. We're going to add our pasta and cover that in the sauce. Cover, because pasta without sauce is dry. And there you have it guys, our delicious garlic butter shrimp pasta. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you subscribe and I'll see you soon.